I admire Madonna because she always did whatever she felt like doing. She went through some controversial periods when people rejected her, but she kept on reinventing herself. Being raised in a developing country opened my eyes to so much I cannot tolerate. In Colombia, education is sometimes considered a luxury, not a human right. And it's not a priority in the agendas of many leaders. I do feel that I have to use my voice for those that don't have one. I have to do the best I can in my own work to represent my culture, represent the women of my country, of Latin America. What we stand for. What we're made of. I never made it to the school choir because the music teacher didn't like my voice. I was pretty sad. But he was probably right, I did have a voice a bit like a goat, but my dad told me to never give up and to keep going, and it's paid off. I always believed that women have rights and that there are some women that are intelligent enough to claim those rights. There are some others that are stupid enough not to. I started my own Pies Descalzos/Barefoot Foundation when I was 18. We provide education to vulnerable children in Colombia and other developing countries. I am an avid believer that education, and especially early childhood development, is the key to breaking the cycle of poverty. I remember the first time I saw the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. I will never forget that day. I just wanted to see Kurt Cobain's face. I had a feeling he was very cute. But I couldn't see his face. When I finally did see him, he was even cuter than I imagined. At the age of 8, I discovered that I could write songs. My dad used to take them to the notary and register them so that nobody could steal them from me. My man, Gerard, prefers meat over bone. That takes the pressure off. I already have a lot to worry about. The truth is that I'm more afraid of marriage than of death. I'm just a consequence of the great musical momentum and the great changes we are going through in the world. I think, if you can prove the existence of God, it can only be proven through love. I think love is something that you have to work on, and it develops over experience and time. Love is a practice. I did not want to spend the rest of my life not being able to ride in a nice car. Dealing with boys at work and being the only girl can be challenging. I have my insecurities, but I've learned I have to be a good sport. I have to be able to take certain jokes and not take them personally. There are jokes made almost every second of the day. I had to develop a tough hide. You know, the music industry is dominated by guys. I just don't find marriage a necessary step in a couple's life. Education is the only way forward in Latin America and developing countries in general. I know what it's like to feel that fear and the need of affirmation and appreciation. To build confidence in yourself is the toughest thing. All through my 20s, I spent more time worrying what I didn't have than thinking about what I did have. I wished that I was taller, had longer legs, slimmer hips, a smaller bottom, even straighter hair. It's not easy to work with me, I recognize that. It's not easy if those people aren't as perfectionistic as I am. When you feel complete, you don't need to get married, and you don't think about it. When you feel complete, you don't need to get married, and you don't think about it. I just think that it's very helpful to have a map of your psyche, because when you have a map, you know where to go. The worst frustration for a singer is choosing a career in making music and then not being able to make music because you're always giving interviews. I started the Pais Descalzos Foundation in Colombia when I was 18, and since then I have been very involved in the crusade for education. If I can contribute to people having fun, I would feel very fulfilled as an artist. Elixir means magical potion, so I wanted to depict the kind of bottle that was used in ancient times, but that looked modern and chic as well. I also wanted it to have a golden tint to evoke the memories of sands and sunsets.